going on, guys? Parker here, and I am back with another video. And today I got my top 5 NBA player props for the day. And before we get in this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below if you are new. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment on this video down below as well, because those things really help the channel out a ton and really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. So I really would appreciate it. And yeah, guys, we got a huge NBA slate tonight. Almost every team plays. A lot of good games. 5 plays for you today. But before we do get into this video, I did want to mention real quick that Sleeper has a free Garrett Cole square tonight for new users. You can get access to this free square as well as an 100% match on your first deposit up to $100 when you use code FF23. That's code FF23. And the link to sign up for Sleeper today will be the second link down below in the description. So make sure to sign up for Sleeper today. Make sure to use code FF23. And then also I did real quick want to mention that the reason I didn't, also I just noticed, by the way, Michael Jordan is laying down. Sorry about that. Disrespectful goat. But I did want to mention real quick that the reason there's no MLB plays for the World Series is just because, I mean, it would be one play, so I didn't want to make a video for just one play. But without further adu, let's get right into today's plays. First off, I got Tyrese Halliburton. Over 27.5 points plus assists versus the Knicks. Minus 115 line on Bet365. So Halliburton is over this line in both games with 30-plus minutes versus the Knicks last season. He averaged 22 points per game and 17.5 assists per game in those 2 games. The Knicks allowed 32 points plus assists per game versus point guards last season as well. Halliburton, obviously one of the most dominant point guards in the league. He gets a very favorable matchup against the Knicks team that doesn't have the rim protection they used to have. He's going to have plenty of opportunities to get to the rim and score, plenty of opportunities to facilitate drive and kick. Very confident that Halliburton performs well. And, yeah, really big fan of this line. So, Tyrese Halliburton, over 27.5 points plus assists versus the Knicks, minus 115 on Bet365 is my first play of the day. Next up, I got Donovan Mitchell. Over 24.5 points versus the Pistons, minus 128 on Fanduel. So Mitchell is over this line in 8 of his last 11 matchups versus the Pistons. Detroit allowed the 10th most points per game in the NBA to shooting guards last season. This game is likely close throughout as well, which is going to lead to a much more competitive game, which will lead to more minutes for Mitchell. So overall, Donovan Mitchell gets a very favorable matchup versus a really bad defense tonight. I think he performs well. I think he has a good game. Also, revenge game against his old coach. So Donovan Mitchell, over 24.5 points versus the Pistons, minus 128 on FanDuel is my second play of the day. Next up, I got Trae Young. Over 25.5 points versus the Hornets, minus 128 on FanDuel. So Young is over this line in the first game of the season with just 30 points on 16 shots. With 30 points on just 16 shots. Sorry. Young has struggled versus the Hornets last few seasons, but those games were with DeJounte Murray. Those games. Young has the ball in an absurd amount. Insane usage. The game will be extremely fast-paced. Tons of opportunities for scoring for Trae Young. I think he has a big game. I think he has a really efficient game scoring as well. If you watch the Hawks on opening night, the ball is in Trae Young's hands pretty much the entire game. So Trae Young, over 25.5 points versus the Hornets, minus 128 on FanDuel is my third play of the day. Next up, I got Devin Booker. Over 24.5 points versus the Lakers, minus 106 on FanDuel. So Booker is over this line in 5 of his last 7 matchups versus the Lakers. The Lakers have one of the worst perimeter defenses in the league. Booker should be able to get to his spots. He should be able to dominate in the mid-range, get a lot of buckets there. We know it is hard to score on the Lakers in the paint because obviously Anthony Davis is back there protecting the rim. And Jackson Hayes is a good rim protector as Davis is back. But Booker obviously has such an elite mid-range game. He should be able to cook there. Just saw the other best shooting guard in the league, Anthony Edwards, soar over this line. I think Booker's able to soar over this line as well. So Devin Booker, over 24.5 points versus the Lakers, minus 106 on FanDuel is my fourth play of the day. Lastly, for my fifth and final play, I got Giannis Antetokounmpo, over 39.5 points plus rebounds versus the Bulls, minus 125 on DraftKings. So Antetokounmpo is over this line in 6 straight where he played the full game versus the Bulls. Giannis has dominated the Bulls in his career and should continue to do so. The Bulls have no matchup for Giannis. He should be able to dominate. Giannis gets a matchup where literally nobody on the Bulls team can guard Giannis. Giannis will have a big game. He's going to have a big game tonight. So Giannis Antetokounmpo over 39.5 points plus rebounds versus the Bulls, minus 125 on DraftKings is my fifth and final play. So those were my top 5 NBA player props for the day. Like I said, if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more content from me moving forward, then make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment on this video down below, because all those things really help the channel out a ton and really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. And like I said, if you haven't signed up for Sleeper yet and gotten access to this free Garrett Cole Square for Game 1 of the World Series, then make sure to do so. And make sure to use code FF23 for an 100% match on your first deposit up to $100. And the link to that will be the top link down below in the description. Sorry, the second link down below in the description. But without further ado, that's all I really got for today's video. I hope you all did enjoy. And without further ado, for the 30th time, I'll see you all in the next one. See you guys.